Hello, my name is Corey, and I'm going to talk about two forms of communication, which would be mediated and presentational, since my job, well, I call it a job, but it involves both of those. And what I basically do is I build and sell items in a platform called Second Life. Now, to briefly explain what that is imagine it's a virtual world, but imagine a video game that's basically completely empty, and the developers set it up so that all the players who play it can build everything themselves. So it's a massive like online like video game world where thousands of people can play together. You can see everybody's like avatars walking around, and you can chat with each other through text or voice. And the whole premise is that people can build anything from large scale cities and forests, castles. You can build skyscrapers, and you can even create robots and things like that. And how it works is you can create a vehicle for it, as an example. And in order to make that vehicle a vehicle, because if you just build it, it just sort of sits there. But through a method called scripting or programming, you can actually program that vehicle to work as a vehicle. So the script would tell the vehicle that when a player sits down in the car, then they can control it like a car, and the wheels will turn as it moves and things like that. And you can even add crazy functionality like make the car change colors or make the car fly or do all sorts of things like that, or just whatever your imagination can, come up with. So basically, what I do is I create clothing and different gadgets and things like that. And mostly I work by myself, but I do have to work with other people, whether I hire them or they hire me. And just for an example, like I'll hire a scripter because I'm not a programmer myself. I'm just, I guess, an artist, if you want to call me that. And what I do is I'll have an idea, like just using as an example again, a vehicle. Let's say I want to create a vehicle that can drive, but it can also fly. Then I'll have to tell a scripter that I hire what I want and how I want it. Like I'll write up a 1 or 2 page like description of it, but then I'll also include like pictures or even a video of how I want the car to fly, because like I might just say, oh, I want the car to fly, and he might make it fly like an airplane, when in my head I wanted it to fly like a helicopter. So it's important that I communicate to him that exactly what I want, so I can put together a video presentation, show him pictures and sound. Like maybe I want the vehicle to make a certain sound at a certain moment and things like that, and he would be able to script it in a way, and then I can show him pictures of how I envisioned the final product would look, so he could, just he can program it the way like he can see what I see in my head, and then he can go ahead and program it in that fashion. So that's basically what I do and how I use those two forms of communication in my, I guess you would call it, a freelance type of job. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to the rest of the class.